Hey everyone, it's Nick from Nick's Crossing. Welcome back to the train room for a fun tutorial today. Today we'll be laying this zombie records building from Lemax to rest. So here we go, all aboard. Alright everyone, happy Halloween, happy spooky season. I love a good scare. And you know what? Halloween is one of my favorite times of year. Halloween and Christmas, of course. So we had to do some Halloween stuff on the layout. And this might be a permanent resident on the layout because I'm going to have a whole little spooky section of town in the corner to my right here. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, these are built by Lemax. They're resin models or display pieces, whatever you want to call it. They have a toggle switch on the back so you can turn on and off the lights. Also comes with a power pack, unlike Menards. Menards, if you hear this, include a power pack with your models. You know, it's an upcharge. It's really annoying. But anyways, building, power pack, switch. This thing has lights, no sounds, no moving parts. And the only reason why I did that, let me set her down, it's actually pretty heavy. Some of the Lemax pieces, when I was actually working at my first job, would come back broken or faulty with some of the moving parts. The motors would seize up or the sounds would stop. So it's a very simple lighted jukebox zombie record. It's going to be awesome. Now, as a musician and music lover, I had to have a music shop on my layout. A lot of you guys have been sending me some stuff here and there through email saying, you know, here's a music shop. You know, you got to get this either through like MTH or Menards, things like that. So I picked up this record shop. Now, on top of that, we also have some ghoulish additions. So we're going to have this guy right here, little mummy man right there, reaching out. We also have some spooky gravestones. Even one of them's knocked on their side. Look at that, so cool. And can't forget this, got to have a coffin. Now, we're actually going to be using some of these coffins in, well, at least one of them in my REA Express baggage car. To kind of mimic the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania, they have a coffin in one of their combo cars. I'm like, pretty spooky, so I'll shove that in there as well. But anyways, it's going to be a lot of fun. And being a drummer and everything, you know, I love music, so I had to have this jukebox. Now, these pieces are quite expensive. If you guys are planning on doing a Lemax layout, look for used. Every year, they come out with new stuff. And I've actually bought this new for this year. They were 40% off a piece. So I think everything in total was right around $70. Yeah, normally these retail, what, $6, $6, and $6. So right there is 18 plus the structure. So yeah, the structure was cheaper. I think it was $70 for the structure. You can get these on Amazon, but they go quick. When I went to Michael's to pick this stuff up, the guy was just loading up the pallet or unloading the pallet for the display. And he's like, yeah, these are going to go fast this year. We have some new additions. People collect them. So, yeah. But like I said, it comes with the power pack, which is really cool, too. Now, the section that we're going to be installing this in, I'll turn you guys around over there. But we have this newsstand building in the way. We're going to temporarily relocate this into storage. This actually came off of my dad's layout. I snagged it and brought it home. I rewired it with LEDs on the inside. Instead of using that really powerful halogen lamp in here to melt like the silhouettes or whatnot. And it's a really cool piece. But now we have this whole real estate over here. And we're going to make a little spooky section of the layout. So guys, let's go over there. All right, guys, here she is, Zombie Records. I love this thing. It just looks so cool. Screams rock and roll, heavy metal. I love it. But anyways, when I got this item home, out of the clamshell box, brand new, there were some pieces snapped off. So we had this Tales of the Crypt fellow right here. This lady right there doing like the devil horns. She was snapped off. What are these? Like little fences. These little fence posts right here were snapped off as well. So been using some of the Craggle or the super glue up here. Good old super glue. Works great for that. And it's all solid. And the record up top, I was like, what's that white spot up there? It's for the record. So everything's back to normal. Just temporarily, I ran a wire. You guys can see it back here. Going to a power supply. So let's check her out. Drum roll, please. Boom. There you go. Check that out. We can actually zoom in on here. Got the fancy tripod up today. And just the detail, even has like a guy up top like a DJ. And just the detail of, I'm actually using the camera to read this. Look at all the names and stuff. And if we go down, you guys can pause it and look at that. And we'll go down here, letting the camera do its thing. And you got this record dealer in there. Look at that. Maybe another DJ. Let's check him out. Pretty spooky stuff. Look at that. Bunch of record sleeves in the door. Very, very cool. And then the little door to the left. Hours, midnight. That is just so cool. Very spooky. And then the Tales of the Crypt guy. Where's he at? There he is. Look at that. Does that look like Tales of the Crypt to you? It looks like that to me. So, yeah, maybe some inspiration right there for the Tales of the Crypt. Very, very cool. Now, guys, next door to the tenant, after you get your records, you can hang out with the cool kids at the Frosty Bar or grab a drink and some food at the diner right here, the smoking diner, which hopefully still smokes. I always forget to turn it off, but that's besides the point today. To the left, we're going to be doing today is actually installing the graveyard. And this graveyard is currently a pumpkin patch, which we're going to use as a pumpkin patch graveyard. All right, guys, for the tombstones, we're just going to be using a standard hot glue gun. This is a Gorilla gun. It actually has 2 settings, high or low, which is really cool if you want to hot glue some sensitive stuff. But yeah, just using a standard hot glue gun. Only because the cats will destroy this graveyard if they get in here. And they don't have to be perfect. It's a graveyard, old-fashioned, spooky graveyard. Be awesome. And let's see. Another gravestone in there. Put the big ones in the back. There we go. Nice and spooky. That's how we like it. Perfect. It's crooked. And this is another big one here. All right. Put him back there. And the smaller one, we'll put him up front. Always like staging stuff so you can see it. There we go. Perfect in there. And the crooked stone. This one says deep. Deer. I don't know. Deer deep. I have no idea what they're trying to say on this one. Put him right up there. Boom. Right up front. How's that look, guys? Give me a thumbs up if you like that. Pretty spooky. And I actually plan on doing some lighting in here for you guys. We'll just use some, what are they? Eva model LEDs. I'll put some colors in them and kind of hide them in there to make it look really, really spooky. But that'll be later in this video for sure. So we got to add at least one coffin. Get these all. Let's go for the spooky. Yeah, I like this one a lot. This just classic spooky black coffin. Put him in there. Who gets a coffin? Well, I kind of like that there. Just do that. Boom. Right up front. They mean business. Right there in the front. That's awesome. And then our spooky, our spookish ghoul. I kind of had a plan for him to go back here, but I kind of like that grave hidden by that tree. Come on, get out of there. There you go. Awesome. And I know these guys aren't true O scale, but it's a monster. He's supposed to be big and scary and tower over everything. You know, it's supposed to be spooky. And not everything spooky has to be scale. So there we go. Right back there. Oh, yeah. Coming in the graveyard. Coming in hot. So there we go, guys. We have a graveyard. That looks so cool. I definitely need lights in here, too. Because if I do the blue light effect, let me go on my phone really quick. So if I do everything blue light, you won't see the gravestones. I guarantee it. Yeah, it's very dark. Let me get out of the light right there. There we go. But if I go over to the record store, is banging. Look at this. It's so cool. Wow. That looks excellent with the lights off, but our graveyard is so dark. All right, guys, we are bench side now, and I just wanted to show you guys what I do with LEDs. I like to paint them just like that, so you get a nice green glow. And I actually paint these with the lights off. Now, these Ever model LEDs work with AC or DC, and they're just all grouped up. So all the reds are grouped here, and then all 4 of the greens or blacks are grouped here. Just wire it up with the standard hobby transformer from Lionel. So it's putting out AC right around half power, so 4 to 7 volts there. But anyways, what I like to do, just take one of these LEDs. They're really, really bright. Look at that. Extremely bright. Look on the hand there. And we don't want bright LEDs in our graveyard. We want spooky green, ghoulish green LEDs. So I'm going to turn off my desk lamp. And you can see, look at this one. Nice green color, kind of ominous. So I just use a hobby brush right here. Some Tester's green paint. Just dip that in there. And I paint with the light off so I can see how much paint is covering the LED. You don't want it to be completely engulfed. Then you won't get any light shining through. So just a little bit. Just like that. And you can take this off of here and just cover it just enough to get that nice green, ghoulish effect. And if you put too much paint on, you can always scrape it off or just use a little bit of like rubbing alcohol really quick. But there you go. Nice ghoulish green LED. Check that out. So now we have 2. I'm going to do the rest. And how I'm going to install these is actually I'm going to drill a hole through the benchwork about the same size as the LED. We're going to pop those through. We'll hot glue them in place around our items on the All right, guys, there's our LEDs installed. What I did was just drill a hole through the benchwork there, put the LED up through the bottom, and then took the trusty hot glue gun, which is right here. I almost can't reach. And just put those through the platform. And it's got a really nice ghoulish look. Now, right now, my lights are, they're Philips Hue lights. Use the Wiz app. And this is called like Ocean Blue or Ocean Floor, something like that. Gives this nice blue, like black light type of look. It's really cool. So there you go. There's the spooky graveyard. So a couple lighting tricks I did. I actually gave the mummy his own little spotlight underneath. So we lift up the camera really quick. So underneath them, you have 2 lights. One's green and one's white. I just gave him a spotlight. I scraped off the green paint. But yeah, spooktacular. What do you guys think? All right, guys, here's our record shop. Look at that. So I put lots of foliage all around the base of the model here. Added the Batmobile. It's a beautiful car. And just around the border, I added some extra leaves or foliage just to kind of fill it in. Added 2 Woodland Scenics trees back there. And the other thing, too, for the power supply, I actually added about 3 foot of cable. It's actually drooping down, let's see, right there. This cable right here, at the bottom of your screen. That was added, so just in case I want to move this, I'll have a nice extension cord, and I can run all my power from the same place. So, yeah, I think we're ready to go lights out. And really quick, right here I need something else. Maybe find something else, maybe a hearse or some type of other monsters or something. So, yeah, guys, let's go lights out. Let's do a grand reveal over everything that we did today. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video of just me messing around with these Halloween items from Lemax and Woodland Scenics and Scenic Express, all that stuff. Can include Elmer's glue in there if we want, and hot glue. Without all of that, this wouldn't be possible. It's just a fun little video to get ready for the holidays. I love Halloween, I love horror movies, and just having a good old time. And actually, this time of year I like to go to haunted houses, haunted hay rides, all that fun stuff, haunted attractions. And pretty soon I'll be coming out with a haunted train ride from Knoebels, so stay tuned for that on the channel. And last year, if you want, check out the description for last year's video. We went to Knoebels, we rode the haunted house, the train, and also the haunted cars. Filmed all of that for you guys, so definitely check it out. It's a lot of fun. But anyways, if you guys are new to the channel, always consider subscribing. Giving the video one of these really helps. Love reading your guys' comments. Till next time, have a very spooky Halloween. We'll see you next time. See ya.